What if I told you that transforming data didn't have to be a complicated mess? Imagine a world where your data pipelines are clear, testable, and documented. This is the world that a tool called DBT helps create. DBT stands for Data Build Tool. It's not a giant, complex program that moves data from place to place. Instead, it focuses on one thing and does it incredibly well. The T in ETL, which stands for transformation. Think of it as a specialized workshop for your data. Raw materials or raw data come in one door. Inside, DBT helps you shape, clean, and combine them into something valuable and ready for use. It's a tool that helps you write the recipes for your data transformations. So, how does it actually work? DBT doesn't invent a new difficult programming language. If you know SQL, you already know most of what you need for DBT. It allows you to write simple SQL queries, which it calls models. Each model is just a single select statement, but here's the magic. DBT takes these simple SQL files and figures out the order they need to run in. It understands that you can't build your final dashboard table before you've cleaned up the raw customer data. It builds a dependency graph, a map of how all your transformations connect, and executes them in the correct sequence, turning your jumble of queries into a reliable, repeatable process. Let's use an analogy. Imagine you are a chef in a busy kitchen. You have a recipe for a complex cake. The recipe has many steps. Mix the flour and sugar, whip the eggs, melt the chocolate, and so on. You can't just do them in any order. You have to follow the dependencies. You must mix the dry ingredients before adding the wet ones. DBT is like the master chef's notebook. It lays out all your small recipes, your SQL models, and knows the exact order to execute them to bake the perfect cake, or in our case, produce the perfect data table. It brings order and logic to the chaos of data preparation, making your job much easier. This simple yet powerful idea has changed the game for many data teams. Before tools like DBT, data transformation logic was often hidden inside long, tangled scripts. It was hard to understand, difficult to change, and nearly impossible to test. If something broke, you might spend hours or even days trying to find the source of the problem. DBT brings all of this work out into the open. It encourages you to break down big, complex transformations into small, manageable, and understandable steps. This approach not only makes your work cleaner, but also makes it accessible to more people on your team, fostering a culture of collaboration and clarity. Data engineers face a constant challenge. They are given messy, raw data from many different sources. This data is like a giant pile of unsorted Lego bricks. Their job is to sort